This is Sabrina Williams with ACT TV. I'm here with Tom Wells. He is running for Congress in Florida's 3rd District. Tom, what inspired you to run for elected office? And tell me a little bit more about your campaign and your platform.
Well, I was inspired by Bernie Sanders, frankly. I mean, he nailed it in the first debate of the last year when he said that the major threat to U.S. security was climate change, because I'm completely down with that. As a PhD in physics, I don't know climate science, but I know the people and the quality of their work and their dedication to truth and their integrity. I know that as they are publishing into a climate of denial, that they are understating the results, so that everything you read about climate change has been understated. It will be worse than the worst thing you have ever read. So there's immediacy, which drove me to jump in off the cliff, so to speak, run last year as an independent, and make impressions, make all the mistakes that were available to me, and run this year as a Democrat with the intention, full intention of winning, and that winning will be done, as Nina Turner says, hard on the issues, soft on the people. Because the people, by and large, have not been spoken to by the other party for a very long time, and I'm going to speak to all the people, and all the people have the same motivation of raising children on a healthy planet with clean air and clean water, and the opponent to that is not the other party, it's the corporate ownership and the corporate media, which are driving the message of division, which does not actually exist. When we talk to each other, we will find the commonality. We will talk with respect, and we will speak to the issues quantitatively and authoritatively. And we will find areas of agreement which will exceed the areas of divergence. We will flip more than 6% of the red votes to blue, which 7% is enough to win the district, given the last cycle's margin in the general election. So we're going to win this election. What I need are companions when I get to D.C. With 200 companions, we can take over the country and restore it to what it should be if it ever was. So that is my objective. My objective is that our children have a healthy planet to grow up and live on. The start of that is to effect single-payer health care, because rather than being expensive, as all the many media sources represent, it returns an enormous amount of money to the people. If you include government expenditures and the expenditures for health insurance and the unjust profits given to the pharmaceutical company by a compliant Congress, then you find out that you have $1 trillion more to spend by treating everybody with no copays, no deductibles, covering health, mental health, eye, ears, teeth, everything from birth to death, and for everybody in the country. Nobody out, everybody in. And we make enough money that when we tax carbon, we can change the market incentives to what they should be, which is to reflect the social costs of any corporation's activity. The social cost of fossil fuels is dramatic. When we tax that social cost, then we are using capitalistic market forces to solve the problem and do it justly in what I call fair market capitalism. Free market capitalism does not actually transpire in this country. It has been a system of corporate corruption, and when people speak of corruption of Congress, people normally think of, oh, congressmen getting rich, but it's not congressmen getting rich. It's congressmen taking a little money to run their next campaign and giving corporations enormous gifts, which we need to take back because we need the money for our children.
I don't want to run out of time. Tell us where we can find more out about your campaign.
Oh, yes. I am on Facebook at Tom Wells for Congress, and the same name will get you to my website. Both are still works in progress. We have not addressed all the issues that we will, but the issues take their heart from Tulsi Gabbard, from Bernie Sanders, and from the anti-corruptionact.org for voucher funding of public elections. So when the public funds the elections, you'll have candidates who speak to the people rather than holding fundraisers.
Thank you so much, Tom. You did a great job. Thank you so much. And good luck to you in your campaign. 3rd District in Florida for Congress, Tom Wells.